I'm going to start by removing this splash shield here, and I'm gonna get to the sensor from underneath. You can get to it from up top. It just might be a little more difficult in my opinion, but it is accessible from top and bottom. So pop out all of the push clips that you have. I have a lot of them that are missing up front here. Let's get this splash shield out of the way. So it's going to be pretty hard to see this on camera and in person, but a little bit easier in person. If you go from the passenger side through where the splash shield is, you can see the oxygen sensor right there, and that's what we're going to have to loosen up. I am going to pry this heat shield just a little bit out of the way. That way I can see things a little bit better. There we go. I'm going to slide my oxygen sensor socket on, and I don't typically like to use these long tubular ones. They tend to be a little more loose fitting, but in this case, this is all we have. So I'm gonna try and break it free this way. Okay, I'm gonna try and break it free. It broke free, which is good. Now I can reach up in there, unthread it the rest of the way. It won't be easy, and the wire is gonna wanna twist. I'm just gonna grab some small pliers to help me turn this. Hold it as I turn it, otherwise it wants to spin back into the threads just because the wire is twisting. I'm just going to unthread it all the way. Now it's loose enough to do by hand. And there we go, it just came out. Perfect. There's the O2 sensor. Let's unplug it. That we can do from up above. And if you look from up top, from under the hood, right here is the connector for the oxygen sensor, so let's unplug it. I'm going to pull this up a little more where I can reach it. Push this harness up like this. That'll unlock it. Remove the sensor. Here's your old oxygen sensor. Now I know this is really hard to see, but I'm going to thread on the oxygen sensor from underneath first before I plug it in. I don't want the wire to start twisting itself as I spin this on, and if it's unplugged, I can easily fix that by letting the wire spin freely, whereas if it's plugged in, well, it's just going to have a bunch of twists in it, and that is not good for the wire. I'm going to try to start this on. Okay, it looks like it's working. It's starting on the threads. I'm going to go ahead and bottom it out, then I'll connect it. Once I connect it, I'm going to snug it up fully. I think that's pretty close. Let's go up and connect it. Connect the two connectors. Once it's snapped in, press this lock down. There we go. That locked into place. Now I'm going to take my oxygen sensor socket, slide it on here, and I'll give it a pull with the ratchet to make sure it's nice and snug. These don't have to be extremely tight. You basically just have to snug them and crush that little washer that's there. That's what's going to make the seal, to make sure you have no exhaust leaks. So after it bottoms out, maybe about a total of a half a turn should do it. But basically just go until it's tight. Make it as tight as you can. And now let's bend this heat shield back so that it can protect the exhaust like it should. Grab a pry bar, just press it right back, just like that. Now I'm going to put my splash shield back, reinstall all the push clips. Perfect.